What's up, everybody? Welcome to Edgar Markov. I hope you're excited for some fun vampires. Now, as far as opening hand goes, we've got Flooded Strand, Temple of Triumph into one Skeletal Scrying. Do we want to keep on this? Yes, we'll keep. I bet Gisela's running some artifact ramp over there. We can use that disenchant. Yeah, we'll keep on this one. Let's go for the Temple of Triumph first. Let's get that scurry going. Get the fever. Let's get the mad going. Drana, let's go and put Drana on the bottom. Anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. We are playing Edgar Markov. Whenever you cast another vampire spell, if Edgar is in the command zone or on the battlefield, create a 1/1 black vampire creature token. First strike and haste. Whenever it attacks, put a +1 counter on each vampire that you control. Let's go and get the Flooded Strand down. And that's an instant speed. We can still exit. Yeah, well, we might end up going for that. Let's see what we draw into. Playing against Gisela, Blade of Goldnight. Flying first strike. If a source would deal damage to an opponent or permanent opponent controls, that source deals double to that permanent instead. And then, if a source would deal damage to you or a permanent you control, prevent half of that damage rounded up. Okay, opponent's going to go for Mind Stone. Do we want to go for... Yeah, let's go and crack the Flooded Strand. We need to draw a little bit extra time. Let's go for the Scrub Land. Let's go for Disenchant on that Failware Stone. Sorry, buddy. Cuts you off your only colored mana source, but we need to get some stuff going. And in fact, do we want to go for Skeletal Scrying for 1? Is that what we're going to do? Let's see if we can't draw into another land. We're going to pass it back over. Hopefully our opponent sees that we didn't make the land drop and they see why we went for the Failware Stone. Typically, Commander, I don't like to go for, quick little kind of blast and plays like that. But hey, sometimes we got to do what we need to do. Now, we do have Anguish Unmaking, too, so if we hit another land drop, oh, wonderful. Let's go and get the Catacombs down. Now, instead of going for Anguish Unmaking, I think I like going for, that's going to be 1/2. We can draw 2 cards off of that. Skeletal Scrying on our opponent's turn. Yeah, I like that. We need to get some, we need a little bit more action going against Gisela. Kind of getting some good little ramp going. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they'll be getting pretty close to Gisela. And the protection from red and blue. Hero's Blade. Okay. Now what we need to do is, let's go and crack the Catacombs. We're going to grab a black-red source off that. I think that sounds pretty good. That'll put us at double white, double red, double black, so we'll be good. Let's grab the Badlands. Let's go for Skeletal Scrying. It's going to be black, 1 and 2. Let's go ahead and exile the Catacombs and then the Flooded Strand, excuse me. Alright, draw the Dragon Skull Summit and Inspiring Vantage. And then we draw into Command Tower. Okay, so if we want to get something down for 4, that's going to be Falcon Wrath Noble. We can actually go for Bloodline Keeper, which allows us to kind of chump block. It's going to be able to deal 2 damage coming across. So, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to be them tapping out for Gisela. They're not going to have enough mana to put down the Sword of Fire and Ice Hero's Blade. Let's do this. Let's go and go for Dragon Skull Summit. I want to get some vampires going. So let's go for the Bloodline Keeper. The Dragon Line Bloodline Keeper. Sounds awesome. Sounds like a fun magic card. We'll get that down. We'll go and pass the turn. So, the opponent taps out for Gisela. They're going to get that Hero's Blade on there. And let's just double check Hero's Blade does not grant trample. Okay, it does not grant trample. So, they go for that. They're going to get that down. We can use the Anguish Unmaking on Sword of Fire and Ice. That way we get rid of that protection from red and blue. I wouldn't have to worry about them Ooh. Symbol of the Legion. Alright, things just got turned up a little bit. Love that card. We may end up having to use that. Okay. I guess. Yeah, we need to do that. We need to take care of that. The Symbol of the Legion is going to add up pretty quick. I don't know if we can outrace that. If we get down on a 1... That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I might like that. Let's go for the Command Tower. Let's go and push in for 1 with the Vampire. And then we're going to make it... we want to get as many Vampires on the battlefield and get Bloodline flipped as quickly as possible. Alright, put our opponent down to 25. That's really going to gum the board up if we don't take care of a Symbol of the Legion, if we're going to go for a bunch of tokens. If we go for Drana, that's a lot of fun. I think we need to go for it. Yeah, I think so. Let's go for Anguish Unmaking on Symbol of the Legion. Yeah, we need to keep that board state clear. If we don't go for that now, that's just going to be not fun. Symbol of the Legion is one of those cards that it's like, deal with me now or you lose. Not that bad, but once you get those counters going, I mean, there's only one creature this turn. Then next turn it's 2. Then next turn it's 3. Then once we get 3 turns out, next thing you know, all of our little vampire tokens are turned off. Now we do get into spots where we get the Lord of the Liege flipped, and we might be okay. But I like going for that. I have a lot of respect for Assemble the Legion. I respect that card a lot. All right, opponent's going to go for the Blade of, and that was a good sequencing by our opponent because they're going to be able to get the Sword of Fire and Ice on there too, with enough mana for that. So this is going to be swinging across. It's going to be 8-16 coming across, 16 damage. Now we can create a 2/2 black with flying, so we're going to at least be able to chump block on that one. All right. And then what was the battlements? It was exit. Oh, activates the ability. Target creature. Oh, it gains haste. Okay, there we go. Man, I did not know what happened. Okay. All right, so they're swinging in. What we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able, yeah, it does not have trample. So we're going to be able to make a token off the Bloodline Keeper. Get that vampire on the battlefield. All right, let's go ahead and chump block on Gisela. There we go. And that will put us in, hopefully, we can go for Anawan, and they'll have to sacrifice it next turn. Yeah, I like that line of play a lot. Okay. Drawn to Plains. Let's go ahead and get that down. Or actually, we can go for Inspiring Vantage. If we're going to go for Anawan. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the Vantage down. Let's go for Anawan. That way they have to sacrifice it. Yes, I like this. All right. Get another vampire down on the battlefield. Yeah, and I think I like leaving up Bloodline Keeper. Let's go and push in with the vampire. Once they have to sacrifice it next turn, that's going to allow us to really kind of start swinging in the air pretty good. That'll put us online for Bloodline Keeper where we can get that flip next turn. All right, we're going to go and pass the turn over our opponent. Kick it back over there. And now they will have to sacrifice the Anawan during our upkeep, so they'll have to get rid of Gisela. And we still have another Bloodline Keeper to go for with the token activation. Now that puts them in a spot where they have the Sword of Fire and Ice. They can equip it on there, deal some extra damage. But with that trigger, it's going to deal 2 damage target creature or player. Bloodline Keeper is a 3/3, so we're going to be able to survive that Sword of the Fire and Ice, which is going to be good for us. It's going to be good. See what they're going to go for. And as far as the battlements, if you own both of those, ooh, Zealous, Zealous Conscripts, all right. So, let's see what they're going to go for. More than likely, yeah, they're going to target Bloodline Keeper. Let's go ahead and make a token in response to that. Now, did they have a sack outlet? No, no sack outlet. Okay. It's going to untap Bloodline Keeper. We have to watch out for Bloodline Keeper coming across. But the thing is, with Ancient Tomb, they can go for the Sword of Fire and Ice equip. Attack, deal the 2 damage to the Flying Vampire, because none of our other creatures have flying. That's going to be 4 coming across. It's going to be 6. We can still chump block the Vampire token on Zealous Conscripts, flying and first strike. Yeah, it depends on how they do the Sword of Fire and Ice. Luckily, that's going to be 16 commander damage. Not the end of the world. Okay, they're going to go for it on the Zealous Conscripts. Okay, pushing in, that's going to be, yeah, we're going to go ahead and chump block. And the cool thing about that Zealous Conscripts play is that, each opponent sacrifices a non-vampire. Okay, they're still going to have to sacrifice. They'll have to sacrifice Zealous Conscripts. Alright, at least we're stopping that damage from coming across. Get Bloodline Keeper back. Each opponent sacks a non-vampire, so that will be at least Zealous Conscripts. And drawn to cards. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the... Yeah, we'll get the Graven down. So that's going to put us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can go Falcon Wrath and Drana if we want to get some extra vampires. Or if we go for Edgar, that'll kind of allow us to really get some good stuff going. Yeah, let's go for Edgar. I'm going to get Edgar down. Alright, so we're looking at red. Let's go colorless. Let's go white. Let's go white. There we go. And then 1 and 2. Actually, let's leave up the command tower as our last source. So let's go white. Let's go black. Let's go red. Then 3 don't really matter. That way we can at least kind of represent that mana. And do we want to push in? Yeah, we'll go and push in with Anawan. We'll push in with Edgar. Push in with the Vampire token. Get some extra counters on there. And that's going to prevent half the damage coming across. Alright. Vampire token. Okay, puts them down to 20. And then anything else. No, we're going to go and pass the turn. So we're going to be able to make another Vampire token. Anawan unfortunately hit the bin on that one. Yeah, I think I just accidentally... Yeah, for source, man. Sorry, I was thinking it was, I always forget about the source to prevent half that damage. They could deal double damage. So that was kind of a misplay on my part. So maybe we should have left up Anawan to where they would have still had that sack outlet going. So we'll see what they're going to show for it. Alright, 1, 2, 3, Kiki Jiki. And now with Kiki Jiki on the battlefield, create a token that's a copy of target non-legendary creature that you control. I I think at this point, I think we're okay. There's not really any creatures that can get out there right now. The only thing we have to watch out for is the quip on there. All right, they're pushing in with Kiki Jiki. Kiki Jiki's going on the offense. All right, swinging in. And then let's go ahead and make another vampire token. Yeah, I like that. And do we need a chump block on Kiki Jiki to stop that extra damage? It's going to cut us on vampire. Yeah, let's go and do that. Because if they can start blasting our vampires, I'd like to keep that vampire count up. Okay. Puts us down to 7. That's 16 commander damage. Drawn to Urza's Incubator. Let's go and get that crossed off. Let's go and get the planes down. And do we have a sack outlet? Okay, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we want to go for Urza's Incubator, it's going to cost 2 less. That's going to put Urza down. That's going to put Drana down to 2. Put Falcon Wrath down to 2. I guess technically that would be 1, 2, 3. That's going to be Drana for double black. The Falcon Wrath Noble will cost 2, which would be another 2, and that still leaves us 1 black mana for the activation off the Bloodline Keeper. I think I'd like that. Let's do that. Let's go white and sparing the vantage point. Choose vampire. Let's go and go for Drana. That's going to be double black. Get an extra vampire onto the battlefield. Let's go and go for Falcon Wrath Noble. I guess we could go for protection from white and black. It's really not going to stop much. It's not going to have flying. Yeah, let's go and get down the Falcon Wrath Noble. That's going to be black. Get another vampire onto the battlefield. Now we can flip the Bloodline Keeper. Okay, so right now, what we can swing in with is going to be Edgar coming across. Basically, we're going to have all of our vampires halved. That's going to be cut in half. That's going to be 1, 2. That's going to be, let's say 5, and then 8 coming across. Let's just go and hold off right now. We have a ton of vampires to start chump blocking on these different creatures. I think I like that. Yeah, we can go for Blood Baron next turn. And then we still have another vampire to make off. Yeah, I like that. I'm okay with that. Kind of depends on what they get down. They did have Kiki Jiki and Zealous Conscripts in the hand. So, hey, shout out to our opponent for not jamming that combo. If they had it sequenced together in the hand, I know I've done that before. So if they did go for that, I do much obliged. So it's always fun to kind of have a little fun in Commander sometimes. See if they're going to go for a draw card. Okay. See if they're going to draw into it. At this point right now, we can just hopefully just kind of stabilize. Let's stop this damage from coming across. All right, no swingings from our opponent. I like that. Now, at this point right now, if we can just get... We've got Falcon Wrath. If we can get a good sack outlet going, that sounds like fun. Let's go and make a Lord of the Lineage. Oh, look at that. Love that card. Okay. Drawn to Stromkirk Noble. Yeah, let's just start rolling out some vampires. So we're looking at Blood Baron. That's going to be white, black, and then 1 more off the Temple of Triumph. Get another vampire on the battlefield. And it cannot be blocked by humans. That's going to be an angel, so that's not a human. Get down Blood Baron. Let's go for Stromkirk Noble. Okay, now, if we want to just simply swing in with Edgar, put a +1 counter each vampire that we control, that might be pretty good. We can make another flying vampire. Yeah, let's do that. We might end up losing Edgar. That's going to be command tax. We might still be able to cast it. That'd be an extra counter. Yeah, let's go and do that. I think I like that. Puts it in a board state to where we might be able to get some good damage in. Let's go and make a... We're not swinging in. We're going to go and make a token in response to that. Get some counters going. Edgar's going to be the sacrificial, the lamb right now. That's fine. Go for it. Sorry, Edgar. Well, he is the leader of the house, so I think that's okay. And let's see how much Edgar does cost out of the command zone. That's going to be 5 total mana. So we're sitting at 4, so we're not going to be able to cast it just yet. Anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. Now, as far as flying vampires, we do have Falcon Wrath Noble, which we can go for that whenever creature dies. It's a 5/5 body in the air. And then the normal-looking vampires are the ones that have flying. So we have 2 flying vampires. At this point right now, if a source would deal damage to you or permanent you control, prevent half that damage rounded up. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be half. It's going to be 3. So we're looking at 3, 6, That's going to be 10. That's going to be 14, like 17. Yeah, we might be able to get a good swing in next turn. I'd like to get a little bit more stuff going. Protection from white and black. That's at least going to allow us to swing with Blood Baron of Vizkopa. Protection from blue and red. Sword of Light and Shadow. Oh. Get that down and equip for 2. Okay, opponent's going to get it. Get that on there. But hey, good game to our opponent. They got that on there and definitely had some fun with that. All right, swinging in for 10. That's going to be more than enough to protection from black and white. We're not really going to be able to stop it. We have a red Stromkirk Noble out there, but it's not going to be able to stop anything. Okay, swinging in for 10. Where we messed up is I should have not swung in with Onawon. I just, sometimes you get wrapped up in commentary, and sometimes that happens. All right, opponent swings in, puts us down to negative 13. Good game. If our opponent did have Zealous Conscripts and Kiki Jiki in the hand, hey, shout out to you for not jamming that combo. It was fun to get some good vampires on the battlefield. But you can see how easy it is to get down something like Edgar. You know, if our opponent we have not been playing against the Blade of the Goldnight and preventing half our damage, it kind of puts us in a weird spot where we can't really go for a really good alpha swing with that half damage clause. But you can see how good of a board state that we developed. You can run all the great good vampires like Blood Baron of Vizkopa and ton of funds. And you can see that if we had a sack outlet, it's just a simple sack outlet, that'd have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Another Blood Artist out there who is a vampire. That's 24 Blood Artist triggers right there. This deck is a lot of fun to play, so if you think about building, go for it. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.